Because I love you guys so much and I don't want you to get the plague, I'm going to show you how to properly hand sanitize your hands. Believe it or not, there is a wrong way to do this. I did a whole class one day on how to hand sanitize your hands properly when you're a nurse. Get some in your hand, like so. What you do is you rub it around like you normally would, like, you know, up the fingers like this. And then you concentrate on the fingertips because that's what you touch things the most with, and you gotta really get in there and get them. And then you get in between your fingers and you go like side to side and you go up and down, and then you concentrate on your thumb like this. And you get your wrist like so, and then you scratch the back of your hand like this to get it up in your nails. You could do it in your palm. If you just do it like this, then you still have a million germs on your hands. We had to do a hand culture to show how much germs were actually left in our hands from just going like this, which is what I always used to do. So today, guys, I got 2 book reviews for you simply because one of them I hate it, and I hate just doing a pure negative review. I feel like it leaves me in a bad mood. I feel like it leaves the video off on a sour note. So I like to start off with the bad review and then couple it with a book that I really liked, so I can end on a good note, so we'll all be happy at the end of the video, because that's my goal. I want happiness. I'm sad to say that the book that I didn't like was an ARC. This is from Outskirts Press, and when they sent me the thing on it, if I wanted to read it, what got me was the tagline. It's an age-old tale of boy meets girl, boy stalks girl, girl already has a stalker, boy becomes her stalker. I read that and I'm like, oh my god, that sounds amazing. I cannot wait to read it. I thought it was going to be witty. I thought it was going to have a unique twist to the age-old story of boy meets girl. I was seriously disappointed. I did not like this book at all. There was like not one redeeming quality about this book that I could actually like. No Hope for Gomez by Graham Parke. Basically what happens in this book, there's a guy named Gomez Porter. He has signed up for a drug trial to where he has to go and write blog posts on his progress, and then he's got to go meet with a therapist every week or every 2 weeks. The whole book is written in blog posts. It either says blog entry or blog post. What it is Gomez Porter's day-to-day life, the entire book. I mean, he wakes up, he goes to work, he does nothing at work, he finds some little thing to complain about, and then that's it. And then it's the next day. He goes to his therapist appointments, meets the girl, and then that's where the girl comes into the part of the story. I did not like it at all. It was completely boring. Nothing really happened. Events would happen that led nowhere, and I hate when books do that. It's like, don't make a chapter about a certain event if it means nothing. I don't need to read about somebody's day-to-day life. I have my own day-to-day life to bore me. I don't need someone else's day-to-day life to bore me. There's even a part in the book where the author talks about, he compares different writing styles to different movie plots, and I get what he was trying to do. There's the movies like The Sixth Sense that you watch it and it's amazing and it hits you with all this amazing stuff the entire time. But the only bad thing about it is you can only watch it once, because once you watch it and you know what's going on, then it's spoiled. You can never watch it again. Other movies that are more slow-paced with interesting characters that you can watch over and over and over again, that doesn't really hit you in the face with action, but the more you watch it, the more details you find out about the movie, and it makes it just that more enjoyable because you can watch it over and over again. And that's the kind of book I feel like he was trying to go for. A slow-paced book with deep and interesting characters, something that you can read over and over again. Here's my problems with that. Life is too short to read the same book over and over again. It really is. There's too many books out there for you to have to read it over and over again before you finally get the premise of the book. For 2, his characters were not that interesting. They were extremely boring, weird. There was things happening that never really got answers to. I hate books that just end. These events happen and it kind of gets like a really crappy answer for it at the end, like, oh, this was no big deal the entire time. I hate books that do that. When I finish a book, I want all these thought-provoking things going on in my head. That's what I want a book to do to me, or I want to feel really good and happy afterwards, or I want to feel really excited for the next installment. I just felt like bad after I finished this. Like, I felt like it was a waste of time. Outskirts Press gave a lot of copies out for review. You'll see a lot on Goodreads and on YouTube. And I just don't find the humor in it that everyone else does. Maybe it's just not my type of humor, but I didn't find it funny at all. I didn't find any humor in it, actually. There was times it was witty. In the middle of the book, it did get a little witty, and I was starting to enjoy it, but then that ending happened, and I'm like, ugh, such a waste of my time. I highly do not recommend it. It's just, even though it's a little book, it took me forever to get through it. It was my last read of 2012, and I feel like it was the perfect capper for my awful reading year. 2012 was like one of my worst reading years ever. I hate having books that I got for ARCs that I don't like, because usually the publishing company will never talk to me again. I will never receive a book from Outskirts Press again, but I have to give an honest review. I would not read this, guys. Do not waste your time on it. I feel like I was really mean and harsh saying those things, but I've gotten to the point where okay is not good enough anymore. I have so many books I want to read. I feel like I'm reading so many okay books that I'm getting tired of it. It's messing up my literary lens. I don't want to recommend a okay book to you guys anymore. I only want to recommend amazing things, and I really don't want to recommend bad things just because it was sent to me, so do not read that book. Like I said, I want to end on a happy note. So this book is on the whole different spectrum than that book was. This is a Harlequin romance, and it was my first Harlequin romance. I really wanted to experience one, and I know that Gena Showalter is an amazing writer, so I wanted to try her Lords of the Underworld series. The first one is The Darkest Night. When I bought this and I did the haul with it, I said I was not going to review it just simply because I'm a very modest person. I don't like to talk about highly passionate romantic scenes. It's just not good conversation. Well, it depends who you're talking to. It might be a good conversation. I didn't know if I could actually get through a review of this, but it was recommended to me by one of our subscribers, and only one of you guys could talk me into reviewing this, I swear. Secret Pages said that she loved the series. It was really good to go ahead and review it. So here I am. I'm going to give you my own synopsis because the synopsis on the back of this book is so cheesy. It does the book no justice at all. Do not go by this cheesy 2 little paragraphs because it will turn you off of the book completely. What this is about is the main character is named Ashlyn, and Ashlyn has been tormented by voices her entire life. Ashlyn hears these rumors that there's these mysterious guys that have supernatural abilities that may be able to help her tame the voices. So she goes on a hunt to find them. Then she runs into Maddox. So the story behind Maddox and his friends is that they were the warriors who were protecting Pandora and her box. When the box got open, they each got possessed with a demon as part of their punishment for letting the box get open. Maddox's demon is violence. Each one of his friends have a different demon. Maddox has an extra curse than his friends do because of certain situations, which I'm not going to tell you. Hopefully that's enough to intrigue you and to get you past the fact that it's a Harlequin romance, because let me tell you guys, this book blew my expectations out of the water. I thought that since it was a Harlequin romance, it would be very cheesy and very shallow with uninteresting characters who just cared about passion and getting it on. The fact that there actually was a story going on, and an interesting story, and a story that actually had depth to it, like, blew my mind. I loved it. The characters were interesting. I loved the story going on. As for the passionate scenes, there is not as many in here as I thought there was going to be. It was less than 5, I'm pretty sure. So it didn't deter me from the story because it wasn't like every chapter there was something going on. Maddox's thought process does get a little dirty, and it is something that is continually going on through the book. But actual no-no scenes, I think there was less than 5. So it wasn't insulting. Again, I'm a modest person. If I can get through it, you can get through it. There's 10 books in the series. Each book deals with a different warrior and their demon. I highly recommend this series. It's a fun, light read that's interesting, and oh my god, I cannot wait to get to the rest of this series. So I went ahead and bought the next 2 books in the series because you zoom through these so fast that you could just devour this series no problem. And I don't think all of them are even out yet. But the covers do start to get a little cheesy. The next one is The Darkest Kiss. And then the third one is The Darkest Pleasure. Look at that cover. I am going to be so embarrassed when I'm sitting in school reading this cover. Like, hey guys, oh, like my book. And hopefully the characters in this won't just disappear. Hopefully they'll still make cameos in the next ones because I am super excited. She kind of set up some other things going on that you know are going to pop up later in the series, and I'm really excited to see where that's going. So she's actually laying groundwork for the next books, which is again something I did not expect to happen in a Harlequin romance series. If you're looking for a Harlequin romance series to start, definitely check out the Lords of the Underworld. I almost said Lords of the Underwear. But yes, it's a really good series. Even if you're somebody who doesn't like Harlequin romances, I think that everybody will find something in this that they like because the mythology in this is just killer, especially since the Harlequin Roommates. Okay, I've boasted about that book enough. Again, I'm sorry to Outskirts Press that I did not like No Hope for Gomez, but I have to be honest in my reviews. That's something that's very important to me. And I hope that you guys like that I coupled it off with a happy review so we can end on a happy note. Speaking of happy note, do you see what's going on back there? That's the makings of my next book haul. I have enough books to probably do a haul right now, but I'm kind of debating on what I need to do because I finally ordered my Christmas books. And then I got my student loan money in, so I spent some money on that as well. That's the ones that I got with my student loan money. My Christmas ones are still coming in. And then in 2 weeks is my birthday, and I know I'm going to get gift cards for that because I always do. So I'm going to have a major, huge haul. I don't know if I should break it down into 3 parts. I probably could with Christmas, my own spending money, and then my birthday one. But I don't know. Leave a suggestion in the box below. Do you think I should just do one huge one, or should I break it down into 3 ones so I can talk more about the book? Let me know about that, because I don't know what to do about that. This was Stacy with Chapter Chicks. I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and thanks for watching, guys.